Hear this tone? Letting a tiny part of your brain listen to this frequency for 10 minutes a day erases the resistance blocking the money that's already yours. Yep, 99% of the New Age gurus got it all wrong. You don't need to learn how to manifest. Never did. Anyone saying you do doesn't understand manifestation at all. It was never about manifesting money. It's always been about getting rid of everything that's blocking it in your brain. This isn't woo-woo BS pseudoscience or another worthless spiritual trope. I'm going to prove it all too. One thing, you have to wear your headphones, so put them on now. As you listen, I'm going to reveal the part of your brain that quietly directs and controls 95% of your attention and what manifests in your reality. This one thing determines everything about how much money you have, whether money can show up in unexpected ways, and acts as a force field, blocking the money, freedom, unconditional love, and limitless life you were put here on this earth to enjoy the freaking hell out of. No amount of intending, praying, affirming, or begging God will ever make a dent in changing your current circumstances. I'll keep playing Tesla's abundance frequency throughout this free video, so you can feel the difference for yourself. I'm going to tell you exactly how this frequency works, why abundance is 100% your natural state, never once separate from you, and the real reason things like the law of attraction were never ever going to work. The truth is, the manifestation world is wacky and often very dark. Spiritual manifestation systems have left a graveyard of people's hope in their wake, like my mom, Sharon Jane Reynolds. That's her with my lefty from Donnie Brasco wannabe father. She spent my whole life trying to manifest her dreams. But instead of realizing her dreams of owning an alternative healing retreat and making real differences in people's lives, we were homeless for a number of years, always poor, and no matter what she did, in the end, she lost. I watched her try to manifest her dreams my entire life, only to die tragically in vain after a 5-year bout with Alzheimer's disease. That's her on the day I found out she had Alzheimer's with my daughter Cammie. And that's her only a few days before she left this planet. She couldn't walk, she couldn't eat, she couldn't talk. There was a look in her eyes of someone absolutely terrified and totally lost. It was the most haunting experience I've ever had. I watched this once adventurous, giving woman wither away into an invalid. All because everything she asked the universe for was sabotaged before she ever made a single intention. Her entire life was lived in vain. Watching such a strong woman leave this world without a shred of dignity, with only me being there the whole process, including her death, is something that changed me forever. But her decisions and her actions taught me so much about what's really possible, even though she didn't manifest this possibility herself. Ironically, the very person who introduced me to Tesla's technology never used it herself. Something that haunts me to my core, knowing how everything turned out for her. My mom was stubborn, set in her ways, and always had a "I'll figure it out myself" mentality. A mindset that, while admirable, didn't have a happy ending. It's my hope in sharing her story that you can see there's a clear path of least resistance right in front of you right now that can change the trajectory of your entire life. My mom's story is a symbol that when you're asking the universe or even God for what you want, you also have to be able to let it all in. I'll tell you the end of her heartbreaking story in a minute. It's why I made this video, because her story needs to be told so I can remind you about who you really are. For me, the sound you're listening to right now, it saved my life and prevented me from making my family homeless. I remember going to sleep on January 3rd, 2005, wondering if I was going to make my then wife and 4-year-old daughter go through the kind of nightmare usually reserved for a Hollywood movie. I lost everything. My job, my credit cards were maxed out, and I had nobody to borrow money from. As a grade school flunky, I didn't have the on-paper skills to do much more than make coffee, flip burgers, or wait tables. But where I lived, even those jobs weren't available. So when I found myself staring down the same homelessness I grew up with, it was different. This time, I was the one about to put my family through hell, like dropping them off in the middle of the ocean without a lifeboat. Then, the most amazing thing happened. When I woke up on January 4th, 2005, my PayPal account had over $2,200 in it. Sales I had made overnight from a little ebook I wrote just a week earlier. I was able to pay rent, buy food, and breathe a sigh of relief that my mistakes didn't make my family homeless. Fast forward 6 months later, I made over $200,000, and I never once looked back. I haven't had a job since that dark night of the soul, waking up to the magic of who I really am. And I owe it all to my headphones and finally getting that manifesting is all I do, all we do. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how powerful you really are and why the money and manifestations you want never seem to come true. Taking that a step further, what if there's literally zero separation between you and unlimited wealth? And the biggest what if of all, what if all you need are your headphones to reprogram the part of your brain blocking everything you want? So it directs you towards unlimited abundance. I'm Mark. I've got no job training and zero reason to believe abundance is my natural state. And yet, at 44 years old, I live the kind of life most people believe will never be within their reach. I taught myself heuristic psychology, became a billion-dollar producing advertising copywriter, and personally made millions of dollars over the course of my 18-year career. Think Don Draper from Mad Men without the lying, cheating, and boozing. I did it all by myself in my headphones. No help, no education, no degrees, no seminars, no gurus or mentors, no trust fund or family help. Quite the opposite. I'm the one who takes care of everyone else. Here I am. I didn't finish the 4th grade or have any special privileges, and yet I've written for a lot of famous and infamous manifestation gurus. I was paid to convince people, just like you, to buy their products and services. Heck, when I helped an entrepreneur in Singapore sell his manifestation product, my real-life story was used to make him over $400 million. His greed was so big, he ended up owning parts of my story I'm still not able to share with you today. I had the unfortunate experience to see for myself how corrupt the manifestation market can truly be after being exposed to their flimsy, expensive, totally ineffective manifestation programs. I realized something truly empowering. I knew what they didn't. I knew nobody ever needs to learn how to manifest. That abundance is already yours. The money, the freedom, the love, it's yours right now. So where is it? Let me start off by erasing the mystery about why manifestation feels so hard. Why you can spend a lifetime manifesting the same scarcity circumstances over and over again and feeling like nothing you physically do or intend for will ever become your reality. See this tiny part in your brain? It's your subconscious, the director of your reality. It's your own Hollywood of consciousness movie playing out right before your eyes, all manifested automatically by you and your attention. Your subconscious is the very core of all your emotions, what and who controls your attention as well as what does and doesn't manifest. The attention part is important. It's your attention that fulfills the will of your subconscious. And as I'm sure you've already figured out, it's really freaking hard to take your attention away from what you don't want, like a dwindling bank account. Here's the irony. When you look at your bills and account balance, telling yourself you're going to intend your way out of financial struggles, where's your attention? On the intention? Or the fact that you have unpaid bills and a lack of money coming in to pay them? See what I'm saying? Now, when your subconscious is loaded with limiting beliefs around money, like how money can show up in your life experience, or whether or not getting rich beyond measure feels like pie in the sky or totally possible to you, what's important to understand is no amount of attracting or praying to God for financial miracles will do anything but make you more cynical about the whole idea that you can manifest reality. It's your subconscious that stops, resists, and sabotages everything you want to manifest, like more money, no matter how hard you speak your affirmations and intentions. Your subconscious is that voice in the back of your head saying, if things don't work out soon, I'll lose everything. Or, see, this manifestation stuff doesn't work, just a bunch of scammers playing off my hopes and dreams. Here's what's wild. Manifesting is all you do automatically, 24/7, 365 days a year. The subconscious is responsible for everything you do have too. Everything in your bank account, everything not in your bank account is directed and manifested by your subconscious. Executed by your attention, the all too willing accomplice of your subconscious mind's stranglehold on everything you think, say, and do. But the subconscious isn't just organic matter in the brain. It's vibration and energy. Your beliefs in their chemical forms. Nikola Tesla, the granddaddy of today's wireless technology, proved everything is vibration, frequency, and energy. You believe in this energy too, just like you believe you'll receive a text if someone sends you one from across the world. The subconscious has a frequency too. It vibrates in the theta frequency spectrum. The problem, the reason manifesting what you want is so hard, our conscious brain doesn't function in the theta realm. You live in the frequency of beta, which is stress and worry. Beta makes you obsess on bills, more bills, less money, and what will happen if. So your attention is constantly seduced by reality. Beta is also connected to the fight or flight response, also known as the running from the tiger survival center in the brain. It pumps metric tons of cortisol, stress hormone, into your bloodstream, making you literally feel unsafe inside of your own body. And that's how billions of people are living right now, at this very instant, making your beta-based attention see even more lack, scarcity, and god-awful consequences everywhere you look, meaning that it's your attention that fulfills the will of your subconscious. In other words, and this is important, the director is constantly manifesting reality through the lens of your beta attention. And the script the director is using, the programming about what is and isn't possible that got conditioned into you without your consent when you were just a child. You didn't have any filters, boundaries, or shields to discern other people's truths from your own truth because you didn't know your truth yet. You can go your whole life manifesting the beliefs your 7-year-old self absorbed, like my mom did, confused about why money troubles are a story you can't stop living and telling. But why is the subconscious the director of your reality? I mean, you shouldn't just take my word for it, so check this out. 95% of your conscious attention is directed by your subconscious. This hard science proves you've only been able to control 5% of your beta-based attention, directed by your subconscious to only see problems and lack. So if your subconscious was programmed for scarcity, 95% of your attention is automatically directed towards stories like, I'll never make enough money no matter what I do. That's why I call your subconscious the director. Imagine for a second. If your meager 5% of conscious attention is always met with 95% of scarcity-based programming and resistance, what do you think manifests? Bills, higher cost of living and less money coming in, fewer choices, less freedom, insane stress levels, coping with alcohol, feeling more disconnected from abundance, and wondering, am I just wasting my time with all this manifestation stuff? Am I trying to convince myself I can manifest anything I want when in reality I can't? Am I running away from my real life responsibilities, pretending I'm more powerful than I really am? Here's the catch-22. You can't manifest the life of your dreams if your subconscious is fighting you every step of the way, forcing your attention to unquestionably follow. It's your subconscious directing a scarcity-driven narrative that keeps your attention literally seduced by the same limiting circumstances. So your reality keeps playing out the same circumstances. In other words, the law of attention is the reason your reality feels like same stuff, different day. Here's an example. Let's say you want to manifest an extra $5,000 this month. You connect deeply with the feeling of having that $5,000 in your bank account. It feels so real. But then you look at your stack of bills and wonder, how am I going to pay those? Your subconscious is right there to instantly sabotage your intentions by directing or redirecting your attention to your current circumstances. That's why your positive thoughts, your intentions, your affirmations are just fleeting and have no impact on your reality, your own personal Hollywood of consciousness. Your intentions last mere seconds, but your attention, it's constant, never ending in every sense of the word. Okay, now, this is going to sound a little woo-woo, but Nikola Tesla's vision of a wireless world was also woo-woo as hell back in the day. And while it might sound woo-woo, everything I'm about to say is 100% backed by science. Let's start with another critical question. What is your subconscious and conscious mind interacting with to manifest your reality? Well, Nikola Tesla was the first man to find out. He discovered the ether. It's a real, measurable field of energy where everything in this physical world comes from. Quantum physicists took Tesla's work into a new stratosphere. They discovered the field exists in two forms, simultaneously. Waves of endless energetic vibrational possibility and the physical world. The wave function of the field collapses when a particle or physical circumstance is observed. Physicists call this the observer effect. And guess who the observer is? It's your attention, the lens that the subconscious director projects its limiting beliefs and stories into your subjective physical reality. Your attention is what collapses the field's endless possibilities into the version of reality you're living right now. Here's where it gets fantastic, if not outright magical. The field is everywhere, all at once. And since the field is where your abundance comes from, there's zero separation between you and your riches, freedom, and boiling over happiness. The money, it's right here. The freedom, right here. Love, yep, right here, right now. It all exists at all times, ready to enter your subjective reality. It's called superposition. Get this. Quantum physics proves two subatomic particles react simultaneously, even when they're separated by being halfway across the planet from each other. At the quantum level, nothing is separate from anything. Everything is literally one. In other words, there's no objective reality happening separate from you. There's always and only your subjective reality. That means your money problems don't exist without your attention upon them and telling detailed stories about them, which you do every day because your subconscious won't let you stop looking at the car crash. What's not taught in law of attraction is attention is love. In other words, if you're putting your attention on something you hate, you still love it because you can't stop looking, talking about it, thinking about it, and fearing it. Here's the illusion of it all. The whole time you're intending for something better than your current circumstances, your attention is fully immersed in what you're reacting to. My mom did this my whole life. I watched her chant her affirmations every day. She jumped on her mini trampoline and spoke her intentions to the universe, expecting fortune, glory, and life-changing opportunities to show up out of nowhere. But do you know what she talked about all the time? How am I going to pay the bills? Or how am I going to make enough money to cover rent? Or I just need someone to come into my life to give me the money I need. Someone who believes in my vision. She spent my whole life trying to manifest her dream of a healing retreat. A dream she'd never live. A few years ago, I watched my mom's life force leave her body after a 5-year bout with Alzheimer's. Every single day during those 5 years, I watched my mom forgetting how to use the toilet, how to feed herself, how to be an active participant in life. Everything I witnessed, it never occurred to me it could happen. Not to my mom, not like this. We'd been through so much together, living homeless in Hawaii, but still living a blessed life, even though it was the scariest thing this little boy ever went through. She was my daughter's second mom. My daughter loved her to death. Their relationship was so special. The only person my mom remembered, even after she forgot about me, was Cammie. I watched her desperately need to see Cammie, but my daughter decided not to be there for her. Her resistance blocked her from returning that love. Fortunately, my abundance allowed me to be there for her. And I was there at her end. We stared at each other for about half an hour and had the most amazing conversation of our lives. Mind you, she couldn't talk, she had no memory, and she was doped up to the max with morphine and Haldol. 50% of her body was already going through rigor mortis. She had been in a sort of coma for the last 2 days, never being conscious. On the morning of her death, they changed her diaper for the last time, and it woke her up. She looked around in a state of terror. I rushed over to her to give her comfort. That's when we locked eyes and didn't break eye contact until her eyes changed when death occurred. I watched her life force leave her body, felt her energy explode into the room, and felt enveloped by her journey back into all that is. It was actually my mom who introduced me to the technology that made me who I am today, right now. Because even though she was too stubborn to listen to the frequency you've been hearing during this free presentation herself, she didn't deserve to have less or go out the way she did. So I want to honor her, which is why I decided to put this message out there for you to remember who you really are. And today, I'm proud to bring you the Tesla Code Automatic Manifestation Tracks. In all 8 tracks, your subconscious listens to this limiting belief erasing frequency while it hears the guided hypnosis voiceovers that tells your subconscious the truth, that abundance is your natural state. You don't need to listen to the words. Your subconscious hears it all. Your job? Sit down for a few minutes, close your eyes, breathe, and let your subconscious change automatically without you having to do anything. It's the ultimate manifestation easy button. Because abundance is who you are. You just forgot. With Tesla's brain-changing technology, you can finally stop trying to manifest more money, more freedom, and more love. Because now you can finally let it all in. Because the subconscious resistance pushing your abundance away disappears. No more endlessly trying to attract abundance and never getting to live it. No more feeling like a fool for falling into endless spiritual traps. No more giving your power away to a reality you created. What's beautiful is your manifestation, your creation, your reality is always a question mark. Reality is asking you, do you want more of this? And you answer with your attention. Reality is always ready to change right before your eyes at a moment's notice. With Tesla's secret hidden technology, putting and keeping your attention on your unlimited natural state of abundance gets easier and easier every day. All you have to do is wear your headphones for 10 minutes a day while you get out of doing mode and into an allowing state of mind. That's all it takes to transform your subconscious and your life. Each track is tuned to theta with 3D panning sound. Your subconscious is hypnotized into letting go of the limiting beliefs and stories resisting abundance. Guided meditations help your subconscious focus on your true abundance, kickstarting your director abilities. I'm also including a free bonus gift. A lot of people ask me, is there a track I can listen to while I meditate or take a nap? Yes. I had a 7 hertz tone stacked on 432 hertz, which is the frequency of Earth's electromagnetism. In the background are waves of theta isotronic tones that help the subconscious squeeze itself out like a sponge. By the way, that's what's been playing in the background of this video. Another free bonus gift is my nearly 30-minute automatic manifestation webinar. I'm personally decoding Tesla's ether or today's 0-point field so you can understand your role in the automatic manifestation process. I'm spilling all the tea. And of course, you have 60 days to unlock your unlimited natural state, risk and worry-free. If you aren't living more of your natural state in 60 days, you can get 100% of your money back. No joke and no questions asked. This really is a crossroads in your life, a tale of two futures. One reality is scarce in every way possible. Never enough money, food, fun, amazing sex, blissful vacations, constantly better health, and a level of happiness that makes you feel like you got away with something. That's one future waiting for you. Or you can continue letting your subconscious direct your entire life. My mom did that, and she didn't deserve the life I watched her endure. The money dries up, the new opportunities stop coming, your relationships fall apart, until eventually you've shut yourself off from your natural state completely. The Tesla Code automatic manifestation tracks help you create the future you want with without all the resistance pushing it away. Again, just listen for about 10 minutes a day and watch your reality automatically change as your subconscious is purged of the BS getting in the way of your abundance. As a guy who never got his high school equivalency, as a dude who very much marches to the beat of his own drum, I have no reason to be successful in this conventional world. And yet, I haven't had a job in 18 years, and I owe it all to my Tesla tracks. The bottom line is, you can either continue resisting your unlimited natural state, or you can use Tesla's automatic manifestation technology to finally let it all in. The choice is yours, and yes, you're worth it. You deserve to see and feel how powerful you really are. Let the people around you watch in amazement for the quantum leaps you take in every single area of your life. One more thing. You know where Gandhi's "be the change you want to see in the world" came from? Here's what he really said. We but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. Stop wasting another second letting the cloud cover your natural state of abundance. Open back up and be your change. I'll end with this. With all the technology that's available to us, the phones, the streaming, the apps, electric bikes, virtual reality, the most important piece of technology you own are your headphones and the Tesla automatic manifestation tracks. I'll see you on the other side.